Oh man, how I sat down here without getting all this stuff. Hey, how I sat down here without doing all this stuff. Y'all gonna see me do the stuff? Man, that's crazy. Come on, we're gonna do one today. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Huh? Come on in. How y'all feel? Come on in. Yup, come on in. Now watch this. Let's see how it works. Boom. How that look? That's good? That's better? Come on in. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Good morning. Come on in. How y'all doing? Come on in. How y'all feel this morning? Y'all feel like me? You feel good this morning? How y'all feel? Y'all know y'all gotta come on in to the assignment, right? Ain't no reason to be hanging out there. It's still raining out there in these elements. I think it's still raining out there. It looks gloomy out there in the elements this morning. At least in Atlanta, it looks real gloomy. But it's a beautiful thing to be here this morning. You can come on in to the assignment. It's all beautiful. Everything is good. Everybody good. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all know I ain't come to say too much. You heard me? Every time y'all hear that too, y'all better get ready. Every time you hear that too, he ain't doing too much this morning. He say he ain't doing too much. Y'all better get ready when I say that, because for whatever reason, the universe starts to pour. He goes to pouring in me. And y'all know I don't come in free, written. I don't have no script already written down. Sometimes I'll just come in and just vibe with y'all in the capacity by which he desired for me to vibe. And so it's a beautiful space to be. I'm not here for any other reason. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I'm your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach. I'm your intellectual content creator. And I'm also your podcast professor, even without that lab jacket on. But you know it's not too far. See it back there? YouTube, you see it. Your lab jacket don't go too far, because sometimes in this thing called life, I believe that you have to put your lab jacket on, You're going to eventually have to put your lab jacket on, man. You're going to eventually have to put your goggles on and your mask over here. They taught us that real good through that pandemic, how to put those masks on, And so you're going to have to put your goggles and your mask and have your hair wrapped up and your lab jacket on in order for us to go deep into the labs of our minds. Same thing we did when we used to, see, I'm about to tell my age when I told y'all how we used to cut them frogs open in science class and see all the heart, the spleen, the liver, and the kidneys, and things of that nature of the frog. We look down into the frog. I don't think they do that anymore. Y'all, they still do that? I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, some days in this thing called life, you're going to have to put your lab jacket on. You will have to put your lab jacket and get your utensils. Ooh, that's the word right there. You're going to have to get your own scapula. You feel? You got to get your own scapula out and then go to doing some dissecting in this thing called life. You got to dissect some stuff. Dissect some words. Dissect some ideologies. Dissect some narratives. Dissect some concepts and precepts. And you're going to have to dissect this thing called life in order to see it holistically in the value by which it's being offered. And so I'm here this morning to help lead and guide you I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. For no other reason will I be here than just to lead and guide and orchestrate and order and, you know what I'm saying, assist, if you will, you as you move through this thing called life, you know, with swiftness and with clarity and understanding and comprehensions. That has to be done in order for you to make it to the end goal. You're going to have strategies and plans in place. And so I'm here to help you with that, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like strategize your life and look at things from the more positive side of the attribute. We know that negativity is here and negativity is relevant, but we don't have our footing in negativity. We stand in the positive side of thought, in the alkaline side of conscientiousness through understandings and holistic values and worth in the earth. And so I'm here this morning. I don't want to, you know, saying prolong nothing, but I lit the old Paulo this morning because I just feel like I just need to have to embrace the olfactory nerves that will assist you in going to your new dimension. Maybe you might have to light you a Palo Santo, which is mean holy wood. That's the word Palo Santo, PALOSANTO, which is a fragrance by which we light. At least I do. It just takes the level of the atmosphere into a new realm, a new dimension. And I felt like I needed it this morning. It's a beautiful thing to be here. But as you see, I'm here for no other reason to help you and to tell you that your perspective matters. That's all I mean. I'm done already. I can turn. Hey, look, I can turn the mic off now. I'm gone. I'm gone, y'all. I can turn it on off because I'm telling you, I really truly believe that it's based on your own personalized, individualized, authentic, organic perspective by which you view the things. Yeah. And it's based on your own perspective by which you see yourself when you look in the mirror. It ain't about what they call you. Ooh-wee. Listen, I ain't sitting down here this morning for this. I said it ain't about what they call you, ma'am. Hey, sir, it ain't about what people call you. It's about what you answer to. See, that's the difference. It's about what you answer to, ma'am. What they say about you doesn't even matter. That's their perspective. How do you view yourself is the perspective by which I desire to ask you this morning. How do you see yourself when you look in the mirror? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Remember, I did a whole session on that. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Ooh-wee. You wake up in the morning, you sit on the edge of the bed and you take care of your business and you put your slides on, and you get into the restroom and you look up as you brush your mouth, brush your teeth, brush your tongue. Make sure you get that back of that tongue now. Brush your tongue. Make sure you get all that, you know, stuff that will hinder and stagnate your voice. I believe that it might be something on your tongue that will prevent you from speaking with clarity and understanding and comprehension. Brush your tongue. Get all that gunk off the back of your tongue. You should not have no lines, no split, no crack down the center of your tongue. Brush your tongue, sir. Ma'am, brush your tongue. I'm into pretty tongues. Everybody know that about me. Everybody know I like tongues. I don't know why I like a tongue. I don't know why I like a tongue. But anyway, I just love tongues. I love the mouth. I love speaking. I love aura. I love the way words are formed in a person's mouth. I can see it. I can understand it. I can comprehend it. And at the same time, I guess I'm just a mouth man. That's okay too. You open your mouth, you better have something to say that supersede your aesthetics. The beauty of it, with the pretty red lipstick on and the purple lipstick and all that, the stuff that they have, to dress up their mouths. But what comes out of your mouth, ooh-wee, that'll defile you. It's what comes out of the mouth is what defiles you. It ain't the pretty aesthetics of it all. So I'm into mouths. Anybody know me know that. But at the same time, I'm also into words. What's being spoken and how is it being delivered? You heard me? Delivered. It's delivery. It's the delivery of it all. Ooh-wee. So I'm sitting here and I'll sit back and I'll listen to the mind of the people. I do that daily. Every time a person come and speak to me, I listen to their thoughts and how they articulate their words and how they respond to certain things. And I'll just sit back and I'll listen how their brain tick and how their brain fire. Every time you speak to me, trust me, an assessment and an evaluation is being made. I want you to do the same thing. Every time someone speaks to you, sir, amen. Every time somebody says something to you in the tone by which they say it, in the words and their choice of words, listen to what they're saying, past what they're saying. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? I say sometimes we might have to listen to what people are saying past what they're saying. Do you understand that concept or no? Ooh-wee. Y'all know I'm a thought-provoking specialist. I ain't sit down here. You heard I said, you heard I said that word. That's a Miami word. I ain't sit down here to say all this, but something happens to me when I do. When I sit here and I sit before the mind of the people, something happens to me. And I'm just grateful. I'm honored. I'm privileged. I guess it's a beautiful opportunity when he said October 15th, 2022, he said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. And I can tell y'all something right then. At that moment by which he said that, I had no clue what it all entailed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had no clue what it all entailed. But I am a wordsmith. I am a sapiosexual. I'm sapiophile. I love words. Words kind of do something to me. And so I speak words of encouragement and enlightenment and words of insightfulness to incite something in you. I speak a word of igniting as well. I'll ignite a fire inside of you, man. I will. Through my words, I'll ignite something in you to make you come forth and bring forth the best version of yourself that you can be as I grow and go. I told you we had a whole session here. We know that we don't have the opportunity at this age and this time in this season of our lives to grow, then go. Ooh-wee. And so sometimes in this thing called life, we're going to have to grow as we go. It's going to be a simultaneous effect that transpires when you grow on the go. Did you hear me? You're going to have to grow, baby boy. Hey, nephew, you're going to have to grow as you go. You don't have time to sit up in somebody else's spot and then do your growing first and then tomorrow, I'm going to go after I grow up. No. That ain't how that go. Now, sometime I had a conversation, sorry about that. I had a conversation with a young man that told me that his mom had told him years prior that at 18, now you better have your stuff together. After you graduate, you better have your things together. You better have your mind and what you're getting ready to do. And I had this conversation yesterday with this young man say, man, my mom wasn't playing with me. So she made him go to the military. And he said that he got in the military, and at the same time, he went to military college, I think military school. military college. And at the same time, he said he called her back after she dropped him off about 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. He called her back and said, "Come get me from this. This is not what I signed up for." And she say, "Call me back when she get your attitude right," and hung the phone up. Hey, his mama say, "Call me back once you get your attitude right," and hung the phone up on this young man. And now he's 24. And he said that, I said, "How did you feel at the moment that your mom did it?" He said, "Man, I was distraught at that moment, but now I'm thankful." Ooh. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, it's all based on your own perspective. Your perspective in the earth matters. It matters how you view this thing called life. It matters. Your perspective matters, ma'am. Your perspective matters, sir. Hey, bro, your perspective matters. Hey, sis, do you hear me? I said, your perspective matters. How you view it matters. And y'all know I was walking in Walmart the other night, right? The other evening. I said, let me go by here and pick up me a few little groceries and take care of my little business, and pack my crib back up. And at the same time, this young man said, I guess he seen me struggling getting out the car. And when I got out and got myself together and started, walking, he said, "Unc, you good?" I was like, "Unc." When he said, "Unc," I didn't even bat an eye. I just said, "All right, I'm good, nephew. I'm straight, nephew. Since I'm Unc, since you're going to Unc me in the earth," you know what? And to be honest, I couldn't really be offended based on the fact that I'm 56 years old. I'm 57. I'll be 57 in September. God spare my life. Creator of all things, navigate my life until September 25th. I'll be 57. So you round my number up, I'm going to the 60-yard line. You feel me? I'm going up to the 50 and the 60. I can't drop back down to the 50s. And when I was about 53, they would have said, "Hey, what's round your number to the nearest 10th?" I would have went to the 50. But now I'm 56. I'm over the hump of that 5. So now I guess I am the Unc in the earth. And since I'm the Unc in the earth and you're going to Unc me, sir, and all my nieces and nephews come on to the table. Hey, did you hear me? I say, bring all the nieces and the nephews of the earth, come to the table. Let me talk to your thoughts, talk to your mind, and talk to your existence, and talk to your essence of who you are in the earth, because your perspective matters. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't really want too much from y'all. All I want to do is do my hourly assignment and get up out your eardrum. Ooh-wee. I say, I'll do my hourly assignment 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, the 9 o'clock hour. I'm on speaking into the mind of the people. And I'll do my one little hour and get out your eardrum. I promise you I will. I got too many other things to do. I come by here one day and one 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour, to say something that will ignite the fire inside of you and bring your potential, bring all your prosperity, bring all your possibilities. How about that? I love it. Ooh, we're going to bring your possibilities to the forefront of your membrane. Bring it out your subconscious, man. We ain't going to let it linger too long in the conscious either. What I'm trying to do is bring it to that third mind of you that you have that you might not be aware of, called the superconscious mind. You got 3 minds that's operate within your brain, man. You got an unconscious mind. You have a conscious mind, And then you have a super conscious mind, which is the God mind in you, where all your creative skill sets and all your innovative mindset is established in your super conscious mind. And so I'm here this morning for no other reason. Did you hear me? I said I'm here for no other reason this morning. I'm shooting from the hip this morning, y'all. For the last 3 or 4 days, I haven't had anything to really truly say to y'all, but y'all know that something happens to me when I stand behind this mic and this sacred desk. Something ignite in me. I going on back to my regular normal activity after all this is over. After the spotlight is off me, and after I've cut the mic off, I'm still me. I'm still speaking into the mind of the people. And so I'm here this morning on my assignment, y'all. Hey, look, under normal conditions, I can tell you this. Can I just be honest with y'all? Can I just be honest with y'all for a second? Under normal conditions, I can tell you this. I wouldn't even do this. Anybody really truly know me? No, I don't like to be all in the forefront of situations. I like to be in the background. I'm the background singer. Now he got me all out here on Front Street. Hey, boy, you know what? The universe something else. Boy, he's something else, man. Let me tell you something. If it's a he or she's something else. Because we don't know. We have to know that in order for us to have masculine and feminine genes, and every person has a certain amount of masculinity and feminine genes in them. Every woman has masculinity and every man has femininity. They're XY chromosomes, my brother. You got to listen to this thing right here. You got XY, you got XX, you got, it's different chromosomes that's in your body that will exude femininity. Yeah. And so it's some masculine genes in your body that exudes masculinity too. And so I think that we have to have both in the entity in order to procreate, man and woman. In order for you to have a baby, there has to be man and woman. It can't be any other combinations. And so I'm here this morning as a thought provoker, here for no other reason than to provoke your thoughts and cause your shifting to happen. Because you're going to have to shift in this thing called life. And I believe that through that pandemic, they shifted us. They shifted everything. They even shifted the prices of the groceries through that plan. When everybody came back, everything was more expensive after that pandemic. They missed the L between the P and the A, y'all. Did you hear me? I said they missed the L between the P and the A. It wasn't a pandemic. It was a plan. They had to plan that thing all the way out. Yes, it did. And so it's a beautiful stuff. It's a beautiful thing to be here on your assignment as we move, as we, conjure up, and as we understand and identify these thoughts, that every thought is a seed. Did you hear me? I say every thought that you think, sir, is a seed. Every thought. And depending on the process by which you plant this seed of thought, it depends on what you do after you plant the seed. You got to come by and water it, my brother. Hey, sis, you're going to have to come by and water it. You're going to have to come by and till the ground around the seed by which you planted to make sure that it held solid. And I'm here to tell somebody, yeah, true enough, they tried to bury you through all the words that they were saying about you. They tried to bury you. They didn't even understand that you were a seed in the earth. That sometimes in this thing called life, you're going to have to be buried in darkness, secluded, segregated, separated from the world and the world's systems that's already been designed in place to navigate your thoughts, to orchestrate your mind down this narrow pathway of might just be destruction. I don't know. We don't know. Nobody ain't never really came back and told us that if there is really truly a heaven or hell. Nobody has ever came back and said, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? It might just be a construct in the earth by which people try to control the mind of the people. We don't know, y'all. And nobody never came back and told us the real true essence of what's out there. All we know at this very moment is that energy never dissipates. We know that much. We know that these bodies do not live further than that date, that expiration date. And we know that in that dash between the birth date and the death date, that dash, it's a small little dash that if you're not careful, you will overlook it. And you see the birth date, the month, the day, and the year. Then it's a little dash, and then it's a month and date of year of expiration. And I'm here to tell everybody on the sound of my voice that little dash, that between those two dates are significant in the earth. And it's based on your own perspective by which you view this thing called life. Yes, it is. I can tell you that that little dash is symbolic of everything you did between those two dates. And you see how small it is? Ooh-wee. You see how small that little dash is, ma'am? I'm talking about that dash between your birth date and your expiration date that will be on your tombstone. It's on everybody's tombstone. There's a little dash between those two dates. And I'm here to tell you that that is symbolic of what you did between those two dates. And you see how small it is in comparison to eternity? Ooh-wee. It's real tiny in comparison to eternity. It's nothing but a vapor as we pass through this thing called life, as we pass through this thing called earth, as we pass through. We're just passing. Yeah, we ain't here forever. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, your perspective matters. Those 3 words for you. I say your perspective, how you view a thing in this thing called life matters. Your perspective. I ain't talking about everybody else's perspective that they try to put in front of you now. Now, get out from around that one now. Perspective meaning?
Here's the definition of perspective. The art of drawing solid objects on a 2-dimensional surface so as to give the right impression of their height, width, depth, and position in relation to each other when viewed from a particular point.
Nope, that's not it. Okay, that's not it. But here's the second one right here. Y'all know I'll read it to you. A particular attitude towards a way of regarding something, a point of view. That might be, nah, let's go. All right. What is the simple definition of perspective? A way of thinking about and understanding something. And I believe that there's a certain perspective by which you offer to this earth. When you view it from your capacity, sir, amen. When you view the world from your capacity, you add value. You add value, you add worth to the perspective by which you view it. And so this morning, I sat down here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice that your perspective matters. Ooh-wee. I say your perspective, not the world perspective, not the government's perspective, not the political perspective, not the economic perspective, not all the financial perspectives. I ain't talking about them. They're good, and they offer you something. But I'm here to tell you that your perspective matters. Your perspective, how you view it, how you see this thing called life, how you see this thing called earth, how you view this certain amount of activity that's going on in this thing. And so, such as a particular issue or life in general. account, he helped us to see the problem from a new perspective. And maybe that's why I'm here. Maybe I'm here as a helper, and you're the helpee at this moment. Maybe I'm here to help you see the same exact thing and then view it from a different perspective. Ooh-wee. Because here it is, y'all. I can tell you this, is that when you see something, when you see it initially, you can see it and then you can understand it from the perspective by which you're viewing it. But all you have to do is sometimes step back inside yourself, fall back internally inside yourself, and then come around and then view that thing from a whole nother perspective. It's the same object, ma'am. I say it's the same obstacle, sir. It's the same thing that you viewed initially when you first saw it. That obstacle is the same thing. And all you did was change what we call an obstacle into a stepping stone. And once you do that, that same thing will become a springboard by which you can spring and catapult and propel yourself with enough velocity to go into a new realm of dimension. And all you did was change the perspective by which you viewed something. And so I'm here this morning under normal conditions. Y'all know I'm here 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, the 9 o'clock hour. I'm here. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm on assignment, true enough. I'm your health conscious coach. I'm here to coach you into healthy perspectives. How about that? I'm here to coach you into healthy alternatives. You can there's some alternatives out here in the earth that if you view it from a whole nother perspective, it'll change your whole entire viewpoint of this thing called life. But all you have to do, and maybe you need a guide, maybe you need a leader with a limp. Let me stop messing with y'all this morning, because y'all know I'll lead this whole world with a limp. Because every leader in this world has a limp. And I can tell you this about mine. You can see mine. You can view my limp. You can see it. It's physiologically, visually, I have the ability to be seen. But I can tell you this, that it's some people out here in the world. It's some people out here in society, in community, that you will never see their limp until they open their mouths. Ooh-wee. And once they open their mouth, man, hey, cuzzo, once they open their mouth, nephew, hey, niece, once they open their mouths, you will see their emotional limp. And sometimes I can tell you this, man, they limp harder than me. What I'm noticing about this is they limp way harder than me. Look, my lip is limited based on the fact that it's external. But can you imagine how deep a lip can go from an emotional perspective or a psychological perspective or intellectual perspective or a mental perspective? Do you know how deep their lips can really go? Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning writing a book. I told y'all I'm up right now. Now I got bags. Y'all look at my eye. I got bags in my eyes now. Cause I'll be up late night back almost like I'm back in school writing this book called Out the Gate with the Lemon. And I came out the gate. My mother's womb is the gate that brought me out. And I came out the gate with lemons. And I'm here to tell somebody in the sound of my voice that we all have them. Ooh-wee. Don't you ever get it twisted like you don't have a lemon, sir. Hey, ma'am, you have a lemon too. And some of these lemons came through environmental perspectives. The environment by which you were born and raised into had a significant value of the lemon that you had, you came and or your parent, saying, passed away while you was in your mother's womb, or your dad was in present, or your dad is an alcoholic, or your mom beat your dad up all the time. Got a big bolo bat. Remember them bolo bat? And went across his head a couple of times in your presence. And then he got beat down by your mama. So can you imagine all of the lemons of life that everybody in this earth have if they tell their story? And so the universe said, tell your story so I can get the glory of all these lemons of life that I brought you through, that I could have left you there biting on a sour lemon. And you know how I open up all the back area, back in the back of you be like, that a fresh lemon, you bite into a fresh lemon, it open up all the back area way back here somewhere. I can tell you this, that we all have lemons. And it depends on what you do with the lemon. You can bite on it and be bitter for the rest of your life now. You can bite and be bitter. You can bite and be bitter. I came this morning to add a little flavor, a little agave. Because we know if it's white, it ain't right. If we put sugar in something, it's going to inflame your blood. Sugar is not good for A positive blood people. I believe that sugar is not good for every individual across the whole food, across every bloodline. A, B, and O. It's only 4 blood types in the whole entire earth. It's A, it's B, it's AB, and it's O. It's only 4 blood types in the whole entire universe. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, don't put nothing white in your coffee. Don't put nothing white. You use agave. And agave, you can see it on the aisle of the sweetener on the aisle. It's AGAVE with a little apostrophe over the E. And it's agave. It's an all-natural sweetener in the earth, right? And this all-natural sweetener, sir, is low on the glycemic index. It's really, really low. So it acts as a sugar. It's a sweetener, but it's low on the glycemic index, which means it won't do your body any harm. Its name of it is agave. It's all natural. And so I came this morning to offer you some agave. Ooh-wee. To your lemons. All the lemons of life that you've had, that you've endured, that you've that encountered over this thing called life, you have lemons too, just like me. I have lemons of life too, but I'm here to offer you a sweetener called agave to add to your lemons, to give you the perspective by which the spirit, I believe, that will give you all of the juice, the water that you need. We're going to have to encounter all 3 of those perspectives. And I guarantee that he'll offer you a water. You heard me? A water. Somebody told me, can I have a glass of water? I'm like, water? What's water? WATTER. Come on, get out of here with all that. You in the hood out here. You feel me? Somebody gonna run you about the hood. Someone said, can I have a glass of water? Come on, get out of here with all that. You better get out of here. They're gonna beat you up and take your jewelry. They're gonna beat you up and take your chain. They're gonna beat you up and take your shoes off. Like statues, man, give me these shoes, man. You don't deserve no shoes. They walk around going, water. No, ain't no water. Go. Hold on, we're gonna want some water. Hey, give me some water up out of there. Boy, can I get a cold glass of ice water? Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so I'm here. Maybe the Holy Spirit will give you the water that you need to add your lemons of life. I'm just here to add the sweetener. Tell you that agave is an all-natural sweetener for you to sweeten up your lemons of life. Cause you to have the ability to sit back in the cool shade of life. The sun could be beaming on you, and you got a cold glass of lemonade. Isn't it refreshing? Ooh, do you feel it? The lemonade that you made out of these lemons called life. that life offered you lemons. And some of these lemons that I talk about in my book is hereditary. They're hereditary. They're genetically induced, man, that you have no control of. It was certain things in this thing called life that we had no control. We had no control of the environment by which we were born. We had no control of our parents, who our parents were. We have no control over the people that took care of us when we came into the environment as a SWAT with that blue and pink wrap that they put you in, at Jackson Memorial Hospital. They put you in this little pink and blue wrap. It's white, but it's pink and blue. Got the pink and blue around the edge, and they wrap you up in this little thing and how you all wrapped up in a little bundle. You ain't have no control over that. You didn't have any control over the environment by which you were brought into. You had no control over the social economic status of the parents by which you were born. We call it SES in psychology, the social economic status. It's socio, SOCIO. Don't make me spell it. But anyway, the socio-economic status by which you were brought into, you had no control over whether they were poor or whether they were millionaires. You had no control over that. Yeah. And so we here this morning on assignment as usual, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm here as your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here on your assignment, on this assignment, to tell you that your perspective matters. How you view you matters. I can tell you that it has nothing to do with what they call you. It has everything to do with what you answer to. Ooh-wee. And whatever it is that they call you, ma'am, even they probably called you HOs. They done called you all type of names. They done called the men under this lie. They done called us all type of stuff. I don't even want to go down the names of some of the things that I've been called. But I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice that it don't matter what they call you. The only thing matters is what you answer to. Ooh-wee. So if you want to answer to the things that they call you, and you want to lower your value and lower your perspective and lower your worth in the earth, then go ahead, have at it. I'm just telling you, not here on my watch in the hourglass. This is the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide, to delve, and to guide as we lead into. I stop right there, y'all. I can't remember all. I can't remember. Hey, I'm on assignment though. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts, and its center represents neutrality, balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey here in the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing to the realms of the 7 chakras, unlocking the spiritual experiences and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Ooh-wee. And each session unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, allowing and inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. And that's what I'm here for, to enlighten, to encourage, to inspire, to oppose anything that will hinder, stagnate, or prevent you from becoming this best version. And I understand that all 7 chakras has to be open and aligned. In order for you to become the best version of yourself that you can become, ma'am, your chakras has to be opened and aligned. They can't be closed and off balance. And all you have to do is go to your phone and say, what are the 7 chakras? And what do the results of open and aligned chakras look like? And you'll see that there's a whole list of everything that will be shown in alignment when you're in alignment and you're centered. And you can walk your life out in the center of the chakra, not veering too far to the left and not veering too far from the right. You can walk in the center of it all in this thing called life with value, with worth. Let your essence of the earth by which you were born at this time that has been allotted for you come forth now and bring it forth out of you. Ooh-wee. Not out of the environment, not out of the atmosphere, but out of you by some soul searching and some self-development and some self-awareness. Yeah, bring it forth out of you. Let it bubble up out of you. Your perspective in the earth, because your perspective matters. Do you hear me? I say your perspective of how you view things matter in the earth, because how you view it is going to determine how far you go. Ooh. I say how you view this thing called life, ma'am, will definitely play a significant factor on how far you go. Your perspective matters. How you view you matters. It ain't how another person view you. It ain't what they call you either. It's what you answer to. Is what's going to play a significant factor in your growth as you go, as you matriculate, as you honor yourself, as you provide privileges for yourself, as you provide opportunities and creative and innovative value for yourself. That's going to make the difference. That will make the difference. How you view it and from the perspective by which you see yourself. Are you a winner? Good question. Or do you feel like you taking L's out here in these streets? I say, are you a winner? Do you have more W's in your win column than you do L's in your loss column? That's the question. I'll even accept, just for this class, 5149. I'll accept that just for this class. 51% positive and 49% negative. I'll accept it just for right now. But that's too close to the edge, because all it'll take is one tragedy or one mishap or a one misfortune, and all it's going to take is one thing to flip you upside down and on your head, and then now you on the negative side of constructs in the earth, in your mind, psychologically. So that's too close to the teeter-tottering on the edge of things, of life. And so I want to build your frequency higher. Go higher in your frequency and your vibrations in the earth. Go higher. Yeah, make sure that you vibrate high. Go up to 80. Go up to 80%. Yeah, go all the way up. If we want to stay in the pH in your body, go up to 13. Because you know the pH small p, capital H, the power of hydrogen in your body is from 0 to 14. So 7 is the center. One number under 7 is 6. One number above 7 is 8. In that little bracket, in that little point, that's neutrality. And it's a pivotal metaphor in neutral. We can stand in neutral until we make conscious decisions about where you want to go from here. And I'm here to lead and guide you into the alkaline side of conscientiousness. That's where I'm leading you to. I don't want you to stay down there in that city where death, disease, and destruction is. Come on up here to health, wellness, and well-being, to the light side of the hourglass. Darkness has to be at the bottom. Light got to be at the top. There's only two things in the earth. Positivity got to be at the top. Negativity got to be at the bottom. Your wins got to be at the top. Your losses got to be at the bottom. Successes got to be at the top. Your struggles got to be at the bottom where failures are. Yeah. And so I'm here this morning to bring your vibration up. That's it, for no other reason. I'm here to ask you to vibe higher, to build an aura around the positive side of psychiatric evaluations. Did you hear me? Psychiatric evaluation. Evaluate your psyche. Yeah, evaluate your psyche. Make sure that your psyche is on point and has the value that you need in order to see yourself in the appropriate light. I ain't even sit down here this morning to say all this. I promise you something happened. I said, I didn't sit down here this morning to say all this. All this to bubble up out my spirit. There's a sound in the earth. Did you hear me? There's a sound, there's a frequency chord in the earth that you can tap into and become the best version of yourself that you can become. There's a frequency. There's a vibration. There's an aura that will be built around this frequency that you exude into the atmosphere through positive mental attitude. When you have a positive mental attitude, that means your internal man is positive. You internally look at this life through the glass as being half full rather than half empty. And when you have and you shifted your thoughts and your mind towards the glass as always being half full rather than half empty, then I can tell you this. There's an aura that will be exuded out of your life, man. When you pull and you park and you pull into an environment, when you step into that environment, situations change. Did you hear me? I say things change in the environment by which you step into. It really does. If you're building this aura, if you're exuding this aura in the earth of positivity, yeah, some people, it becomes too bright for them. The light shined in darkness. They be like, whoo, it hurt their eyes when you come in and you step into your realness and authentic and organic value in the earth. They will blind some people. And what I'm discovering about that is only two things that's going to happen. And I've discovered this through life, and I'm going to share this with you. There's only two things going to happen. You're either going to attract or you're going to repel. That's it. There's only two things that's going to happen, ma'am. You're going to either attract, they're either going to be attracted to the light or they're going to be repelled from your light. The intensity of your light is too much for them. And they got to get out your area. They like, oh, hey, something wrong. They get frigid. People get frigid in your presence. They get all frigid. Yeah, they get all wobbly. They get shaky in your presence because it's too much for them. And so they start feeling they feel inferior. That's the word. Their inferiority complex start to exude in the atmosphere. They feel like I'm beneath, I don't feel qualified, and I don't feel worthy of being in your presence. And they'll delete themselves out of your presence. Yeah, they'll walk away from you. You're thinking something that you did. You ain't even do nothing but be yourself. You feel me? You ain't did nothing but be yourself. All you did was exude your light. Yeah, that's all you did was exude your light in the earth. Yeah, and so I'm here. I just want to talk to y'all sometime. I tried to come in here too preachy. I think preachy is just inside of me somehow or another. I don't know. Did you hear me? I say somehow or another, I think a preacher is deep, deep down inside of me somewhere. Hey, he there though. Hey, he present. He present. He present. He there. He there. And I ain't gotta do too much. You understand? I ain't. That's that Miami where I ain't gotta do too much. I don't have to do too much. He's there somewhere. He's there somewhere deep down inside. And I tap all the way into him periodically when I stand before the mind of the people. I have to tap into and deliver a word. Has nothing to do with me per se. Has everything to do with the fact of the matter that y'all understand me with clarity. Y'all understand me with value. Y'all understand me. My fifth chakra is open and aligned. And it shows forth clarity of communication. So when you hear me, I ain't stuttering. I ain't going back and forth in my thoughts. I know what I'm saying because of it's the soundness by which I deliver. It's sound word. It's sound doctrine. It's the real true essence of who you are. And the reason why you can tap in the way you do is because you can feel me. You understand that it ain't no flaw. You understand it ain't I ain't out here just, flabbergasting out here in these streets. No, I ain't doing all that. Ain't no reason to. There's no reason to do all that. I'm me, and he is in me, and I am he. Yep, I am he, and he is me. You got to say that for yourself, man. I am he, and he is me. And when you say that and you understand it from the value by which you're saying it, I am he, and he is me. He already shared with us that we are the I ams in the earth. Did you hear me? We go back to some of my sessions, man. Hey, go back to a few sessions, maybe a year ago, and then follow and then catch up to where we are right now. Maybe I need to do a master class. Maybe I need to do a master class for everybody to go through this master class and then, understand where we are in the hourglass. Being cognitively aware of the pH in your body is significant. And it got to be all three components of your body. I know they tell you mind, body, and soul, but that's not the correct way. Your real true alignment is your spirit, your mind, and your body. Your body is last. Your spirit man is first. You are the real true you is in spirit. You are a spirit having a brief humanistic experience here on earth. But your spirit will live on after this. Yes, it will. Your body will go back to the dirt from which it came. But your spirit, man, we already know that energy never dissipates. We learned that in 8th grade. Energy don't go nowhere. It never dissipates. So it goes somewhere. And so I'm here this morning just to shed light on your thoughts. And every thought is a seed. And every seed that you plant is based on the perspective by which you view it. So I'm here under the sound of my voice to tell somebody, your perspective matters. That's what I'm here to tell somebody. 3 words. Your perspective matters. That's what I'm here. It's 1 hour and 1 second past. I told y'all I'd never give you under an hour. I'll always be here for 1 hour, 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm here to speak into your mind, to galvanize your thoughts, to bring your memory forward, out of your memory banks to the forefront of your conscious mind. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here on assignment nonetheless. I'm here as your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'll never bring you anything under intellectual content. I know y'all could tap into a lot of different channels on YouTube. You'll see buttocks swinging past the camera. Hey, listen, that's their content. They show they walk past the camera and show their butt, and they just go on past the camera. That's all they hold all down their whole feed is nothing but their walk in the earth and how they walk and how fine they are. And that's okay. We can't badger them. But I'm here to tell you that if that's what you're looking for, sir, you're on the wrong channels, my brother. Hey, nephew, there's some channels out here that's going to intrigue you now. But you'll never be able to come to this channel and say that he said anything less than intellectual content. So I'm an intellectual content creator. And I'm also your podcast professor. All you need is one master's. I got a couple of them. You feel me? And so all you need is one. And so I have a few of them master's degrees. And I can speak into your mind as your thought-provoking specialist. Yes, I can. I'm qualified. Not only from the street mechanism, but I'm qualified because I went to school and I got these degrees on the wall that says I've made enough curriculum. I've done enough, whatever the curriculum was, and I wrote enough papers and I did enough hours and I've studied enough psychologically and enough to be your thought-provoking specialist. So I have those paperworks on the wall as well. Yeah, I can produce them when it's time. Anybody know me know I did it. I went in there and matriculated in that thing and came out with good grades. You want to check my what's the name of it? That they give you all your grades on? Not your report card, but the thing after you graduate. I forgot the name of it. Thing that they give you and you go and pull it up off the web. I'm gone, y'all. I got to get up out of here. It's an hour and 3 minutes and 16 seconds. I gotta go. It's been a pleasure. Y'all know I don't come in scripted. I have no script. I'm not scripted by anybody. I don't have to write. I remember in ministry sometimes you have to write what you're gonna say and give it to the pastor and let him read over it and approve anything that you're gonna say prior to you getting up saying it. And right now, the universe is giving me my assignment that I don't even have no restrictions. I can tell you, brush your tongue. I can say that. Hey, go in there, boy. If you don't brush your teeth, you better go in there and brush your mouth. Get them teethus is right. I can't say that. I couldn't say that in the ministry. But anyway, I'm here this morning. I'm thoroughly honored to be here as your thought-provoking specialist, as your health conscious coach, as your intellectual content creator, and as your podcast professor. And I'm here to tell you, as I deliver this word into your eardrum, that your perspective matters. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Hotep, hotep, hotep. Konnichiwa. Assalamu alaikum to all my Arabic brothers and sisters. Neng ho to all my Chinese brothers and sisters that might tap into my live. This is universal conscientiousness, so I have to honor you guys as well. French, bonjour. All my German-speaking people, Guten Tag. Italian, Salve Sayo. My Japanese people, Konnichiwa. My Portuguese folk, or Hola, and my Spanish, Hola. Even my yoga people, Namaste. And even my black brothers and sisters, Hotep, Hotep, Hotep. Hotep. Google it for yourself. It just means peace and blessings unto you. And so I'm here this morning as your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I'll see y'all again tomorrow.